My name is Shashank, and today we are going to see how Noveum.ai helps you in auto optimizing your AI applications. So, there are two main components of Noveum.ai, and the first one is observability. So, Noveum AI provides an open source AI gateway that you can find here, and you can deploy it wherever you want. You can deploy it on Kubernetes or as a Docker image. And once that is deployed, the only change you need to make in your code to talk to the Noveum AI gateway is the base URL. Instead of hitting your providers, for example, OpenAI's endpoint, you will be calling your gateway endpoint, and your gateway will proxy a request to OpenAI, and will also record all the logs and metrics and other kind of information. So once that is done, if you go to your dashboard, you can see the usage across different AI applications. These AI applications can be, for example, a support agent that your company has released, or a code generated application, which is powered or backed by LLM in the end. So you can see the cost different across different projects or AI applications. And similarly, you can see other kind of metrics like token usage and error rate and other kind of things. Similarly, you will see logs across your application. If you look at a given log, for example, here, I'm using Grok as a provider, and I'm calling DeepSeek's 70 billion parameter model. This was the request, and this is the response that we got from it. You can see the total request size, response size, number of tokens used, and cost, and other kind of things. Now, using these logs, we will create datasets. Now, datasets serve uh, as the benchmark in your evaluation job, which I will explain in a bit. So to create a new dataset, you can simply go to create dataset and select the logs that you want to use as benchmark. So you select good logs that you can find. Maybe this one is a good log, good response that I liked what I got from here. And I will in the end basically create a new dataset. So I'm going to call it test dataset, and we'll basically then click on create. Once the dataset is created, we're going to look at the evaluation jobs, how it works. So in the evaluation job, you can use the dataset that we created in the previous step, right? And you can see some metrics like it has 250 blocks or requests in it. And there you can select the different models you want to compare in your evaluation job. Here we're going to select the three models that we want to compare. Similarly, you'll select your primary evaluation metric. This is the metric that we are optimizing for. So there you can choose either accuracy or latency or cost. In this example, we're going to use accuracy here. So you can use an evaluation criteria that will be passed to the evaluators. Evaluators is a panel of LLM that is going to evaluate every single response from every single model. I will explain that in a few moments, please. So once this is done and you're happy with this, you can click on start evaluation, and we're going to look at one of the evaluation jobs that we have already ran before. Now in this example, we were comparing GPT-4 and Claude 2. Now how this works is that we use the logs, the requests and the responses, which were from the benchmark data set that we just created. The evaluator will use that request and send that to each one of the models in the evaluation job right now. For example, here in GPT-4, the evaluator will look at the response request from the dataset, send that to GPT-4, and when the response comes, the evaluator will compare. Is the new response better? Then it's a win. If it's similar, then it's a tie. And if the new response is worse, then it's a loss. Using this, we calculate the accuracy, and we also get metrics like latency and cost per request. Now, this evaluation job was optimizing for accuracy. Hence, it is recommending GPT-4. But if you look here, the GPT-4 model is a bit more expensive, but it has higher accuracy. So in this example, GPT-4 was recommended. We can look at providers. So we allow you to connect to any provider. You can integrate with OpenAI or Anthropic or AWS, wherever, and you can bring all the models from there and test them. We also provide a library of open source and in-house built datasets, such as if you want to test your application against a domain like physics or bias or toxicity, etc., you can use that as well. So this is how Noveum.ai works. Thank you for your time.